Prime Minister David Cameron set up an investigation into the ethics of Britain's unruly press. He himself is on the hot seat. Euronews reports on Thursday's hearing.
Today, UK Prime Minister David Cameron appeared before the Leveson Inquiry to answer accusations of a too cosy relationship with Rupert Murdoch's media empire. He described a deep distrust between the government and the press.
Cameron was questioned about two major things during Thursday's hearing. First, Cameron's relationship with Rebekah Brooks, Murdoch's former top executive who played a major role in Murdoch's infamous phone hacking scandal. Text messages and emails between the two were read during the hearing. As The Independent reports, this conversation is catching the most flack. Ms. Brooks told Mr. Cameron, "We're definitely in this together." Ms. Brooks also described herself as a proud friend of Mr. Cameron and said she was so rooting for you ahead of his key conference speech and suggested catching up for a country supper. She ended her email with a phrase which later appeared in a Sun editorial. "Speech of your life? Yes, he can." The BBC has what Cameron said when he was asked about that message.
The Sun had made this decision to back the Conservatives, to part company with Labour, and so the Sun wanted to make sure it was helping the Conservative Party put its best foot forward.
Cameron went on to say that he is friends with Brooks and they are pushing the same political agenda. A writer for the New Statesman says Cameron didn't come away from the Brooks questions looking too shabby. Despite several uncomfortable moments, I suspect that Downing Street will largely be relieved with how David Cameron's performance at the Leveson Inquiry went today. Cameron was visibly unnerved by the publication of Rebekah Brooks's cringeworthy text to him, but its sycophantic tone reflected worse on her than him. After questions about Brooks, Cameron was grilled about former News of the World editor Andy Coulson's appointment to Cameron's communications director, despite Coulson's alleged involvement in the phone hacking scandal. Sky News reports Coulson would never have been hired as number 10 communications director if there had been any evidence he knew about phone hacking, David Cameron has claimed. The Prime Minister also denied allegations he sold out to Rupert Murdoch's media empire to secure the backing of his newspapers. When Cameron was asked if he regretted Coulson's appointment, he said, quote, "You don't make decisions with 20/20 hindsight." For Newsy, I'm Nathan Byrne, multiple sources, The Real Story.